Flight Deal Friday. Here are 3 cheap flights to places in Europe that are good for a weekend. So these are flights that go on a Saturday and come back on a Sunday, meaning that if you work Monday to Friday, you don't need to take any days off work. I will be using Stansted Airport for these flights just because it is my local and it's the one that I have the most experience with, and these are all trips that I have personally taken. First up, we have Dublin. So it leaves Stansted on Saturday, the 20th of September at 6:30 in the morning, gets to Dublin at 7:55, and then the flight home is on Sunday, the 21st of September at 11 o'clock at night, and it gets back into Stansted at 20 past midnight. And for the basic fare, currently it is £49.23. This flight can be done as a day trip as well because there are so many flights a day. You can easily take the first one of the day and then the last one, and it also would then save on a hotel price. But there's plenty of things to do. You can do things like the Guinness Storehouse, there's a leprechaun museum, and on one of the times I even did a wakeboarding set on one of the dock areas. Next up, we have Cologne, Germany. So it's the same weekend, but this time it's a little bit cheaper. It's £47.98. It leaves on the Saturday at 6:15 in the morning, gets to Cologne at 8:35, and then the following day you leave Cologne at 10 past 10, and then because of the time difference you actually land at Stansted at 10:30. So I stayed in a hotel here right along the riverbank. I'll put a picture up next to where I stayed, and you can do things like go to the Lint Museum. There's a big cathedral. The park along the front is quite nice. There's a nice river walk. There's also a cable car across the river, and if you have time you could also go to Cologne Zoo. The third one is slightly different. It's not leaving on a Saturday. This one would be leaving on a Friday, say after work, but it is also a little bit cheaper because you are going on the Friday. This is £38.98 return, and it goes to Luxembourg. So it would leave at 7:30 at night from Stansted and get into Luxembourg at 9:49 at night. And then the following day on the Saturday, it would leave Luxembourg at 9:50 at night, landing back at Stansted at 10:05. So that would then give you the Sunday free. This one might be good for like teachers. I know there's a lot where teachers say that it's hard to travel in the school holidays because it costs more money, but this one would be an option if you wanted to do a weekend. When I did a similar trip like this to Luxembourg, I stayed at an airport hotel, and then all of the public transport in Luxembourg is actually free. So the following day we just got on a bus to the city centre, and you can do things like the upper town, the lower town, which is the old town. There's a really good chocolate cafe where they have hundreds of chocolate spoons that they melt into hot chocolate, so that's really good. And we also did a train tour thing where you go on like a little train and then you go around like the old town, but you do have to pay for that train. That one's not free, and then you can simply get the free bus back to the airport. So these are some options if you did want to have a weekend trip rather than take time off work and go during the week.